Hello internet, today we're going to make Nigerian rice and beans with stew. So follow along if you want to see how I make this. So first you're going to add in your chicken or any protein of choice, and then you add in your seasoning. This is what I used and the list of spices that I used. So for the chicken, I'm going to cook it halfway through because I'm going to fry it later. So we're going to add in water and allow this chicken to boil. Next is the beans because it takes time to cook, so I'm going to add in water and allow it to cook halfway through because I'm going to combine it with the rice so that everything will cook together later on. While the beans is cooking, I'm going to fry my chicken. You can fry any protein of choice you're using. It depends on what you want. If you want to use your air fryer, if you want to bake it, it depends on you. So I'm going to fry my chicken until it is golden brown. Then I'm going to keep that aside. After frying the chicken, next is the rice. I'm going to cook this rice until it is half done, just the way I did with the beans. So this is what the rice looks like, and I'm going to strain it, and next I'm going to combine it with the beans just like this. Okay, so at this point I'm adding my peas because it takes time to cook, so I'm adding it at this point. If you want to add veggies in yours, you can wait until this rice is almost done. When it is steaming at this point here, you can add in your carrots, your green beans or cabbage or anything, and allow the steam from the rice to cook it through. So that's all very simple and easy. If you're watching till this point, do make sure to hit that subscribe button and like this video and leave a comment if you're really enjoying this video. So at this point, this rice is cooked. As you can see, there's no sign of water at all. It is just steam. So at this point, you can just pack it in your cooler and keep it at one side. And next we're going to make our salad. So here I'm cutting cabbage. Excuse the way I'm cutting my veggies because I honestly don't like using chopping board. So I added cabbage, onions, cucumber, tomato, a bit of sugar and mayonnaise. The sugar is for taste. If you don't like it, you can just keep that part. So after combining everything, you're going to mix until everything is properly incorporated. As you can see, all done. At this point, I'm done with everything, so we're going to start making the stew. First, you're going to add in oil, thyme, onions, and some curry. You're going to fry this because it will make your stew fragrant. So after adding your onions, you add in your curry, and then you mix everything together. At this point, NEPA took light, so I had to switch to gas. So here I'm adding my tomato, onions, and pepper mix, and I'm going to allow this fry for some minutes before I continue with any other thing. Here I'm going to add in my chicken stock from the chicken that I cooked earlier so that it will make my stew more fragrant. So you add in this stock and you mix everything together, and then you add in all other seasonings you want to add in your stew. So these are the seasonings that I used. I listed them on the screen. If you want to add, if you want to use the same thing I used, that's fine. After adding all this, you're going to mix everything together and allow it to fry again for some time before you add in your protein of choice. At this point, the stew is almost done, so I'm going to add in my protein. That is the chicken that I fried and cooked earlier. So I'm going to mix everything together and then allow this cook for a bit before I conclude everything. As you can see here, the oil is floating on top of the stew, and this is a sign showing that your stew is done. So as you can see, I'm done with everything. I've cooked my rice, my beans, and my stew. Now the only thing remaining is to eat. So the stew is done, join me as I plate my dish. So I'm going to put in my rice, my stew, and my salad. So I just want a little favor from you, the viewer. If you're watching till this point, so please like, subscribe, and comment. If you can also share with your friends to watch, I will really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish to see you next time on my channel watching my video. So thank you so much. Don't forget to leave a comment for me in the comment section. Let me know if you really enjoyed watching this video. Thank you. See you next time. Bye.